Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to College Hoops. Tonight, little change of venue here, but things carry on. Every single Monday, we are back here bringing you all the latest news from college basketball. So with that, let's get right into it with our team of the week. So our team of the week this week is the Vanderbilt Commodores. The Commodores went 3-0 over their past week, including wins over Austin Peay, University of Hawaii, and Brigham Young. This is really exciting for this Vanderbilt team because, usually they're kind of a bottom feeder in the SEC when it comes to basketball, but when it comes to sports in general, other than baseball. And Vanderbilt looks like they have a pretty good team this year. They beat a really good BYU team in a close game, which BYU was ranked earlier in the season, and yeah, they've been led by their junior guard, Scottie Pippen Jr., who is the son of Scottie Pippen. And with that, let's move on to our player of the week. And that's right, you guessed it. Well, if you guessed it, it is Scottie Pippen Jr. So let's hop into what Scottie Pippen Jr. did this past week. He averaged 20 points per game in the past week, has a really, really nice overall game. Manages to play defense pretty well, just like his father. And this kid is a projected first rounder. This kid is leading somewhat lackluster Vanderbilt team in the past, off to a really good start this year. And that's why he deserves the College Hoops Tonight Player of the Week. Moving on to the game of the week. It's the then-ranked number 19 Tennessee Volunteers versus the number 6 ranked Arizona Wildcats. Let me just say, this was a crazy, crazy back-and-forth game. Two really, really talented offensive teams, both of which could be competitors and contenders in their conference. Arizona in the Pac-12 and Tennessee in the SEC. Let's take a deeper look into this game. So, Tennessee, their senior big man, John Fulkerson, led the way for them. 24 points, 10 rebounds, nice double-double for him. Kennedy Chandler, Tennessee's star guard, had a rough game from the field. He shot 2 of 14, really unlike him. However, he managed to contribute in other ways, tacking on 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals to help Tennessee get this big upset win. Arizona, on the other hand, was led by Benedict Mathurin, a potential first-round pick, who had 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, as well as their star guard, Kerr Kriisa, who had 11 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. So, Tennessee manages to pull out the upset 77-73 on their home floor. I really think both of these teams could be, really dangerous come March. Tennessee has a couple of really good playmakers, and when Kennedy Chandler starts playing better, shooting better, this team is really, really talented and really good. And Arizona all around is just a really star-studded team that could maybe give UCLA a run for their money in the Pac-12, led by Benedict Mathurin. So with that, let's move on to our upset of the week here. And we got Davidson. Unranked Davidson in the A-10 taking down Alabama, who was ranked number 10, 79-78. Big win for Davidson. Davidson looks to be probably the favorite in the A-10, especially after a big win like this. They were led by their 3 top scorers, Luka Brakovic, Hyunjung Lee, and Mike Davis in this one, all tacking on 17-plus points. The team as a whole shot 53% from the field, 50% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line. Just incredible efficiency from the Davidson Wildcats. Alabama, on the other hand, was led by their star, Jaden Shackelford, who tacked on 20 points and 5 rebounds. Now, Alabama, they're in trouble. They slid down all the way to number 19, I believe, in this week's poll, and they've been upset a few times lately, so I would say there's legitimate reason for concern for Alabama now, but Davidson, on the other hand, looks really strong, and they could be a really dangerous team, maybe a 12 or 13 seed come March. But yeah, really exciting, really big upset there. SEC and A10. That usually doesn't happen. But I think that is just about going to do it for us here on College Hoops tonight. If you enjoyed, subscribe down below so you don't miss any of the biggest college basketball news today. And I'd also like to give a shout out to my editor, Alberto Godoy, who puts in a lot of the grunt work for me. So thank you, buddy. I really appreciate it. But thank you for watching College Hoops tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great Monday and a great week. Good night.